Hey, what's going on, my friend James Bill here. Inspiration, motivation, transformation, education leads to success.
I've been quiet for too long.
And I'm here today basically to inspire you a little bit and kind of motivate you. For those of you that know my story, I'm a maintenance engineer. I'm also a musician, do high-end music gigs on weekends. And, I was doing all this here and working the long hours, and basically I was still broke, long story short, because after I get paid and pay all the bills, I was broke, and I'm sure you can relate, what I'm talking about. And I really got tired of doing this. It was the same old thing over and over and over. Just not enough money at the end of the month, too much month for the money. And I kept saying that I was going to do something about it. I knew I always wanted to kind of create my own success, but I was afraid. Honestly, I was afraid. And finally, I made the decision. Just to go for it. I asked myself this question: if not now, when? And I took it upon myself and I took action. I found a mentor online and, kind of start following them. Like I say, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start in order to be great. And I went ahead and got going with the system, guys. And I just want to basically tell you, it's a lot of people out there that's trying to figure out the shortcuts and what do you have, what's the secrets, what's the big secrets, how can I do this on Facebook? Honestly, what you're going to have to do is brand yourself. I'm sure there's someone out there right now looking at me that probably can relate to me. There's probably someone out there that right now looking at me that can't relate. But in this business, you cannot please everybody, and you don't want to please everybody. Like they say, if you're trying to reach everyone, you're actually marketing to no one. You have to target, and what that is, reach the people that's interested in what you have to offer. People that like your style, your brand, comfortable with your story, they can trust, like, and trust you. And like right now I'm on here and I've seen a lot of the gurus, they get on camera and they tell their story. And I'm like, man, I could never do that. And even today, I'm in a comfort of my own home here. And I'm sure I'm probably make some mistakes here, but it don't matter to me because my story is more important to you than all of that. And I want you to remember that and in turn do the same thing. Share your story, share your journey. Like I said, I was afraid, but I just had to jump on board. And I've learned so much about being a business person, working from home. And let me tell you, it's nothing like being able to support yourself and your family by owning your own business. I get up when I want to. I get to go where I want to, when I want to. And that's just an awesome feeling. It's an awesome feeling. And I get up every day. I post ads. I tell my story on social media. YouTube is one of my main means of sharing my story. And I do that on YouTube. And I email my list, try to get them out some value, some content so they can like, know, and trust, continue to like, know, and trust me. And with the value I give them is just, basically what I'm doing now. I let them know my journey and everything I learned from my mentor, whomever, I share it. And guys, you would be surprised. So stop looking for the shortcuts, the easy ways, and the big secrets that's going to get you there. Bottom line, the big secret is you. You telling your story, you taking action every day. and just being consistent in your business and build your empire one day at a time. And that's all I'm doing here. And I'm still learning a lot, and I'm going to always be learning a lot. I will always be open to learning. And remember to think, like Napoleon Hill says, think and grow rich. Think and grow rich. He didn't say work and grow rich. He said think and grow rich. Your mind, your mindset. We have to really have the mindset that, hey, I can do this. I am somebody. I believe I can do this, and I'm going to go with it. Because if you don't have that, it will never get off the ground. You know, like one of the quotes from the great, I forgot the guy's name, but he says, you know, if you think you can, you're right. And if you think you can't, you're right. And the number one, the number one difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is perception. It's what they perceive and believe. And that's how you will become an achiever. So, you know, just take action, guys. You have to take action and apply yourself. And, you know, when I first started out, I got into this program. I think I paid like $30 to sign up. And I was looking, honestly, I was ready to be a millionaire. I'm like, show me the money, you know, but it's like anything else in life. You know, this stuff here, what I'm talking about, it's not some get rich quick scam. That's why you don't see me on here flashing money around and all of that. However, I have had a 10K month. That's right. I had a $10,000 month from applying myself, plugging into the information, the training, the coaches, listening to my coaches and doing what they say do and taking action every day, being consistent. And it works. It simply works. But it don't happen overnight because, you know, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Honestly, nothing will happen. Zero. You will make $0 if you don't take action. This is not a lottery ticket. You have to put in your work. I just want to share that with you. But other than that, I mean, hey, you can go out and work 8 to 10 hours a day, slaving for someone else. And trust me, there's nothing wrong with a day job, you know, for the average person. But I am not average. And I wanted more than just, you know, what a 9 to 5 had to offer me. So I stepped up my game and I took action, did what I had to do. And when I got into the program, they trained me on attraction marketing, Facebook strategies, Instagram strategies, YouTube strategies, storytelling. That's how I learned to tell my story the way I'm doing now, guys. Oh, 1 second. My battery look like it's getting a little low. I'm going to pause this and I'll come right back to you. Okay, guys, sorry about that. But, well, that's the real world, things happening. That's the one thing about being an entrepreneur. We always have obstacles, but we overcome every obstacle. We let nothing get in our way. So don't ever let anything stop you from following your dreams and reaching your goals. But also, I want to tell you a little bit about some of my success in the program. I went down to my first event, mastermind event down in St. Petersburg, Florida. And, you know, my wife was with me and she's like, do you know these people? These people don't know you or anything. And, you know, I knew some of the trainers and a few people I've been speaking with, a few team members I've been speaking with back and forth online. But when I got into that room and there were so many people that knew me, and it was really mind-blowing. And there was a lot of people that I knew from seeing their videos, and I was in awe. Because you see, when people see you every day on here, it's like a celebrity status type of thing when you're branding yourself like this. That's why it's so important, guys. You know, you want to inspire, you want to motivate, you educate and entertain. Okay. And, yeah, while I was down there, and, you know, lo and behold, I mean, one of the biggest surprises was when the CEO of the company, you mentioned my name, called me out, and asked me if I would like to share my story with everyone. And here I am, little old me from Louisiana, had only been in the business, several months. And actually, I started in, let me see, around February, March, it's 2017. And I did not take action. As a matter of fact, he joked about that. I hibernated. He said, James the hibernator. I hibernated and did not take any action, do anything until like September, October. And guys, when I started applying myself, because that was one of the biggest questions there. A lot of people were asking me, well, James, what did you do? How did you start having success all of a sudden? And, I had to really think. And the number one thing was I started taking action. Number two, I also positioned myself. So that $30 level that I was on, I stepped it up a notch. So I started receiving bigger payouts. I was no longer receiving the $18 payouts and the $50 payouts and just $150-something payouts. I started receiving $1,000 payouts, $3,000 payouts. Yes. And it was phenomenal, guys. And it really made a believer out of me. And, and I was so grateful to share that moment. That was a really successful moment in my life in the internet marketing world. And I just want to share that with you guys. So those of you that's thinking about, if you're tired of struggling with what you're doing, and if you're satisfied, you just listen to this and you're okay with your job, there's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. I did it a long time. But it just took me so long to take action because I let fear get in the way. And I'm telling you, don't let it stop you. You have to take action, guys. So anyway, go ahead on, guys, and enjoy your day. And if you're looking for some great training and you want to learn more about what I'm doing, go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll be glad to get with you and help you out. God bless.